John Cockburn is the Chief Engineer on the Cadillac Optiq. And John, I'm just wondering, when you were given this program to run, what did they tell you? What kind of car did they want you to work on and develop?
A super fun car, luxury, Cadillac craftsmanship, refinement. We had a great, youthful team together. 29 to 49-year-old affluent buyer that's really tech savvy and really appreciates tech, but they want a lot of fun in it. So we've chosen bold colors. In the interior, we have a lot of sustainable materials all through. This is 100% PET. The mats are 100% PET, recycled PET, and then a lot of great texture. So you can see the interior of the vehicle is all about texture. And that's what we wanted to go after. Make sure that we weren't just doing, things that normal car companies would do. The fits and finishes and the gaps and the profile of this vehicle. We tested it very early on, market tested the vehicle, and we held true to what the public was looking at. And it was a younger crowd that was testing this vehicle. And our studio, our design studio, and our engineers all really collaborated, creating a really sporty chassis and setting the vehicle up for isolation and precision in the way the vehicle handled. So it's fun, it's youthful, it's sporty, and it's certainly luxury with a lot of technology.
This is an important car for Cadillac. I mean, every car is important, right? But you're pitching this as a vehicle for first-time Cadillac buyers and first-time EV buyers.
Yes, this is a compelling vehicle for anyone that's in a luxury space that really appreciates technology, appreciates style, craftsmanship, refinement. Even the audio system. The audio system is incredible with the Dolby Atmos audio. We made sure that as we were starting down that path that we learned about what happens in mixing studios. So our engineers and myself, we all went and visited mixing studios, met with recording artists to learn what's in their crafts, what's in their mind before we started engineering in here. And we knew at that point what we needed to do to create an actual studio experience in the vehicle, leveraging the powerful tools that Dolby has created for the mixing community.
Now, people watching this video are going to go, hey, wait a minute there, John. Other car companies say they've got Dolby Atmos. What makes your application of it different?
Well, again, I think, I don't know what the other companies did, but I do know that we went and spent the time with the recording studios and the mixing artists. We learned about 7.1.4, that's 7 surround channels. That's 4 height channels. That gives you that 3D. On the .1 is a subwoofer. So we have 3 subwoofers in the car, 19 speakers in the car, all perfectly located with the guidance that we got from the studios that we worked with to locate all of those speakers, have the fidelity. There's a 25-volt rail in the system. So it's just an incredible audio package, and the experience is exemplary. We went to the National Association of Music Merchants show. That's the who's who of the recording industry, to validate the vehicle, and the response was incredibly overwhelming from all of the mixing engineers and producers, and for top A-list music artists.
You mentioned the height speakers, and I'm trying to get that now. In the headliner, you've got 4 speakers up there.
Yeah, and we did them in stainless steel for sound transmission. For fidelity, and so those 4 speakers are actually all on 4 individual channels. That allows the mixing engineer to create a 3-dimensional object for an instrument or a vocal, and it allows the music to be separated in a more natural way, so that the fidelity is incredible, even at high volumes or even at low volumes. So those 4 channels allows that sound element to move through space, whether it's vertically or over your head. Like a cinema experience, if you had a helicopter flying overhead, we move that helicopter through the space of the vehicle. And it's really difficult to describe. You really just need to hear it.
No, I would agree with that for anybody watching this. It's hard to describe how a sound system sounds without experiencing it.
Yes.
But I'll attest to that. It sounds really good. You've done a great job of really in the vehicle dynamics here too. This thing, it handles well.
Yeah, well, I can thank Tom Schinderly. He's our lead development engineer, and he has a pedigree with Blackwing. So he came from the Blackwing team, and he clearly knows how to create handling. Tom I said, hey, what hardware do you need to make this this happen? And he gave me the list, and we delivered. But we have a fantastic team that, has all been really passionate about delivering on this vehicle.
I'm really intrigued by GM's strategy of having, I know it used to be called Ultium Platform, it's not called that now, but still being able to work with a lot of componentry that's already been developed must have helped move this program along.
Yeah, no, we started with the RES structure, renewable energy storage system, but it's an integrated system. It's the foundation for the vehicle. It, got us north of 35 kilonewton per torsional degree of stiffness in the structure. That's a fantastic, I dreamt of that when I was just doing ICE vehicles, to get that kind of structure, to allow the chassis to be designed around that. And then, we did some really fun things with the chassis in terms of the suspension and the springs and the tuning, dual compound tires. We knew who our customers were going to be, the younger ones that we've talked about, and that we had a great foundation to start with, yes.
So what's next? Is it all done? You're just ready to start selling them, or you still got some more tweaks to do?
No, we started shipping December the 16th. We have shipped 7,000 units now out to the dealers in the US and Canada. And we have an OTA coming for Dolby Atmos here in about 3 weeks. So that's so that every car's Dolby Atmos is standard, and it'll be available to all of our customers. Super excited, and we never stop. We never stop.
Starting price, $54,000. That's
about 54.
Very aggressive, not just for a Cadillac, but for an electric Cadillac.
Yeah. And we knew it up front that we were going to have the vehicle fully contented at $54,000, that we were going to have Super Cruise standard, Dolby Atmos audio standard, massaging seats standard, heated front seats standard. So, I mean, the ADAS, is, the Advanced Driver Assist System, there isn't any piece of technology that's missing on this vehicle. It's all standard. The Super Cruise, again, standard.
What options are there? I mean, after a list like that, there's not much left.
Sure. So there's a larger wheel. So we have a 20-inch wheel standard, but then you can go to the 20-inch wheel standard. What? Yeah. And then we have a 21 that's optional. We have a heads-up display that's optional, and then we have a heated rear seat. And we have a 19 kilowatt AC charger for home charging if you need that. But the standard is a 12 kilowatt, or 11.5 kilowatt charger.
John, what am I leaving out? Probably a ton of things. We could be standing here all day, but any one key point?
There was so much. No, it's just everything. It's the integration of everything. I mean, we have 1 million hours of computational fluid dynamics into this car.
For the aerodynamics.
Also for aero, but also aeroacoustics. So we don't have any buffeting around the windows or around these, even in side winds and crosswinds. We did a ton of work, aero work on the vehicle, down to the wheels and how we designed those. We got 5 counts out. Let me show you a little detail.
Yeah.
Let me show you a little detail. See this little crease line right here? That was 5 counts of drag. This little crease right here.
Gives a great separation point for wind, right?
Absolutely.
What would that pick you up mile-wise?
About 3 miles of range.
3 miles just for a crease in the tail line.
2 to 3 miles.
Amazing.
That's the level of detail we have to do. This rear spoiler, there is no wiper back here. We have a vented rear spoiler, so we accelerate the air actually over the roof across the backlight.
So the air comes down right through the spoiler.
And this tip up was another 3 counts of drag, the improvement in the vehicle. So we iterated. There was maybe some 10:30 at night times in the wind tunnel. Hoon, our design manager, happily met us there. The focus and intensity from this team, unbelievable.
John, thanks for your time.
Thank you.